Hello and welcome to this video. We're going to cover the top lane rookies from the four major regions this past year. If I missed any, that's an oops on my part. I think I got them all from the four major regions, and then even then I brought in a couple that played, more than several games at the top level, also to include just to fill out the board a bit. We'll go over the stats, and you'll notice some trends here that we can kind of, draw from when it comes to, rookies and just maybe play styles. So Din Din at 20 years old for Nongshim was the only LCK rookie top laner for the entirety of the season. Had 87 games in a 1-8 KDA, 50 KP, 8-2 CS per minute. Din Din had some pop-off moments and then some games he probably wishes he had back. Rookies will do that, and his KDA reflects that. 21.3 gold share, 440 damage per minute, 23.4 damage share. So third tier carry at best, which is normal for the top lane. At 15 minutes on average, he was down over 500 gold, 7 CS, 245 XP, had 20 solo kills, and 20 champions played. In the LPL, YSKM, so he's probably the most popular rookie top laner from this past year. At 19 years old, had 60 games played, 2.6 KDA, 52.9 KP, 8.1 CS per minute, so did die quite a bit, but still got his farm. 21.9 gold share, 473 damage per minute, which was just under 22% of IG's damage, so he was definitely behind Cryan in terms of damage on that team. Because, hell, you have under 22%. That's some of the lowest we're going to find on the board for the most part. And only 10 champions played. A solo dolo carry-oriented top. Very finesse. Very Bin-like in that regard. If you can think of Bin's champions, the Camille, the Fiora, things like that. Now he has to complete his game for the betterment of IG. Invincible for Ninja in Pajamas at 22 years old. He appeared on a video not too long ago of mine where I said he was a bit underrated. I thought he did excellent given being a rookie, and his stats were still pretty damn good. Now, did die a lot. 82 games played, 2.2 KDA, 52.2 KP, 8.3 CS per minute, 21.9 gold share. So the gold share was the same as YSKM, so the resource allotment, but still had 510 damage per minute, which is 24.8% of damage. So Invincible coming through for his team more than YSKM was, and 16 champions played in 82 games. Zhaozhu, 20 years old, played for LGD and Rare Atom last year. 65 games, 2.1 KDA, 51.4 KP, 8.1 CS per minute. He was very aggressive. He had a ton of solo kills this past year, but it's hard to find stats from the LPL, so we don't have those. But I can say he had a lot of solo kills. 21.8 gold share, 453 damage per minute, 22.5% of the team's damage, and 12 champions played. Harry for Ultra Prime, 22 years old, 75 KDA. 75 KDA. He'd be like, I don't know, Thanos. So 75 games played. 2 KDA, 56.6 KP, 8.2 CS per minute. So died a lot, but more involved than the other top laners in the LPL when it came to rookies. 21.7 gold share, 464 damage per minute, 23.7 damage share, and 16 champions played, so wider champion pool than Zhaozhu and YSKM. Something to note of those two younger players. We have 22-year-olds versus 20 and a 19-year-old. There is that difference in development. That's why I talk about age. People say, why do you bring up age? That's part of it. You have more games, more stage experience, more experience in a professional setting. And I believe that is a difference maker. Oscarinen for Fnatic. So at 20 years old, I had identified him as a guy to come up. I thought he was excellent in ERLs, and he continued to do that. When we looked at the end of the season, he definitely improved versus how he started. In 68 games, so 2.6 KDA, 55.7 KP, 8.1 CS per minute, 21.5 gold share. 531 damage per minute was 22.2% of damage, so third tier carry behind Humanoid, and Noah. Razork also deals quite a bit of damage as well. Down 30 gold, up 7 CS, down 10 XP, 20 solo kills, and 18 champions in 68 games. The other two rookies, Chasey and Photon, were 2 years older than Oscarinin. So Chasey at 22 years old for Mad Lions, Korean import, 95 games played, 2.7 KDA, 55.5 KP. Those numbers are very much like Oscarinin's, except he's older. 7.7 KD CS per minute, 21.2 gold share. So similar gold share allotment, but a lot less farm. 506 damage per minute, 21.9 damage share. On average, though, he was ahead of his lane opponents. 235 gold, 4 CS, 45 XP, 29 solo kills, and 15 champions in the 95 games played. Photon, who I would say is probably the second best player on this board. I thought he was excellent for Vitality, the most consistent of that complete disaster of a team. 45 games, 2.9 KDA, 59.3 KP, 8.2 CS per minute. So most involved player on the board. 22.1 gold share, 531 damage per minute, 23 damage share. On average up 255 gold, 5 CS, 95 XP. However, not very aggressive, only 17 solo kills, but played 18 champions. So something to note, he had a champion ocean relative to his comrades on the board. And Photon, I expect to do very well for Vitality this year once again. Tenacity, only LCS player up here. These are spring numbers because he retired, which I knew was going to be a bunch of bullshit. 20 years old, struggled. So 30 games, 3.5 KDA, 58 KP. So on the board, relative to everyone else, he didn't die much, but he gave up gold. So 7.6 CS per minute, under 21% of gold. So he's the only player like that on the board. Because at times they just said, hey, we need to put you on Ornn, man. You keep inting your face off in top lane. That was happening early on in the season. 415 damage per minute, under 20% of damage. On average, behind 365 gold, 8 CS, 170 XP. Still had 10 solo kills and 10 champions played. Tenacity, I believe, is going to be... Thought he was going to... Did he find a team? I don't remember. But a real young player with a future if everything works out. Decade only player, I don't know their age on here, but played for LGD. Split time with Fearness in summer. 17 games, a 1.5 KDA, 42.8 KP. You were not involved at all, and you also were dying a lot. That's quite a combo. 8.3 CS per minute, 21.3 gold share, 447 damage per minute, 23.5% of damage, 8 champions played. So those numbers are not great for Decade. And then we have Clear. So Clear, 21 years old for Live Sandbox, split time with Birdall in summer. 17 games, 2.7 KDA, 52.7 KP, 8.3 CS per minute. These numbers are solid relative to everyone else here. 20.8 gold share, 447 damage per minute, under 22% of damage. On average against LCK tops, down 105 gold, 6 CS, up 90 XP, only 2 solo kills, and only 4 champions played in 17 games. So didn't really show a plethora of options there. Put in quite a box by Ryu and who knows, maybe his own comfort level. So we'll see how Clear does this year. I think there are rumors that he's going to start for Sandbox. So, yeah, I mean, this group isn't that alarming. When you look at the other rookie groups, the top lane was one of the weaker ones this past year. So, yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, like it, subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, become a YouTube supporter, and I hope to see you again tomorrow.